Their job is changing as solar panels become more common. These green energy savers are also causing a concern, though, to our first responders. Fox 43's Linda Weed joins us now live in the studio with more about the dangers of solar panels when combined with fire.
Yeah, and Matt, the next time you are driving around your neighborhood, take a look at some of your neighbors' roofs, and chances are you are going to see some solar panels up there. Now, of course, there are benefits to going solar, but there are also dangers to firefighters when those panels are combined with flames, including electric shock and possible roof collapse. It's a growing industry, and not just because it's a green one.
I think people are looking at it and saying, I can take my energy future into my own hands.
The solar panel business is booming. More families are exploring their energy options in hopes of lowering their electric costs, and many businesses are doing the same.
And guarantee their costs for the next 25, 30 years.
But green shouldn't always be a sign to go. Tap the brakes to make sure your panels and home are prepared for Big Red. Firefighters are prepared to fight flames, but this growing green trend is putting firefighting dangers on the back burner and creating an additional electric hazard.
If they're not aware that those solar panels could be energized, there is a danger.
We're not anti-solar panels, and I want to stress that as the fire service. We may have the electrical line burned down in the back, so we're going to keep people from coming to the back.
Chad Deerdorf is the deputy fire chief for York City. He says the firefighters in York and surrounding communities are learning about the dangers of solar panels. Not the panels themselves, but the dangers of panels and flames when combined. He tells me the first thing they look for once on scene of a solar-involved fire is damage to the panels.
Where were they damaged? How were they damaged? Do we have that ability to shut them down completely?
And damage to electrical connections.
There's a severe risk of electrical shock for our personnel.
Now it can be extremely dangerous.
Bradley Dunham, a fire marshal for the Pennsylvania State Police, says emergency responders need to know how to isolate the panels to avoid injury.
When you shut this off at this point, everything from this point going forward has now been rendered safe. Everything feeding back up the structure from the house to the panels potentially could still be energized.
In this case, firefighters must avoid any interaction with the possibly still energized panels. Even damaged wires and damaged panels can still be energized. Dunham says firefighters must also prevent the panels from soaking in any more energy, even when the sun is set.
From fire trucks being at a scene, if it's dark out at nighttime, the white light that they're doing to illuminate the scene so they can see what they're doing, that light itself is enough to reactivate the solar panels for them to produce electricity.
In this case, firefighters can use black roof tarps to cover the panels. This is how firefighters handled a fire involving a solar array this past July in Adams County. It was here on Kevin Drive in Oxford Township where first responders say solar panels made their job more difficult.
It's just a lot of dangers with putting guys on a roof of a property that has this type of system on it.
Now take a look at this York County home from above. You'll notice there are solar panels on both roof slopes. Dale Good, the president of Paradise Energy Solutions, says not leaving enough space around an array like this one here sets firefighters up for potential injury.
But some people may put more panels on a roof than what we do because of some of those concerns. And, you know, the codes are out there for good purposes to protect the firefighters.
Professionals say a panel-packed roof has the potential to collapse under fire conditions and also prevents emergency crews from venting a burning home.
If it's just the solar panels themselves, that's a plastic and a glass. There's additional toxic smoke there that we're obviously concerned about.
Ultimately, these professionals all agree, saying their message to our emergency responders is simple. If they encounter a burning home that has solar panels, find the power source, turn it off, and do not touch the panels for any reason. As for the future, there is no avoiding this energized danger. Solar panels are here to stay, but so are our firefighters.
It's like anything else that pops up new. We train for it, we were prepared for it, and you know, we'll deal with it as we get them. If you rent, own solar panels, non-solar panel, whatever, we're here to protect whatever is thrown our way, and that's what we train for.
Now, if you do want to put solar panels on your house, professionals do recommend buying them from a trusted company that works in partnership with your local fire department.
I think what is most interesting about this story, Linda, is that it's not something that people think about when they buy solar panels. Solar panels, like you said, it's becoming so much more common. This is not something that people typically consider.
Something I never even thought about. I said earlier that I was sitting at home at my mom and dad's house, and my dad's a firefighter, and he said briefly, look at our neighbor, they're putting solar panels all over their roof. And he's like, that's a danger. And I just never even thought about it, and you see them everywhere now. And we do want to say again that this is nothing against the solar panels. They are a great company and a great thing to put on your home if you are looking to save on your electric bill.
You just have to know the dangers that are inherent with it. God forbid something happens and the firefighters have to come out to your home to basically save your house. Hey, this could happen if you have solar panels.
And again, of course, if you did miss any of this story, it's all on our website, fox43.com.
Linda, great work. Thank you. Andrea, fascinating story here.